We love B&B! Hello, today is Monday, September 30th, 2019. And today, our show, The Bold and the Beautiful, started off nothing short than amazing, picking up where Friday left off with Thomas and Brooke going head-to-head, toe-to-toe over Douglas, Hope, and Thomas being cut out of the family legacy. Now, Thomas is a Forrester by birthright, and he is the oldest son of Ridge Forrester. He is not going to let Brooke, Hope, or any of the other Logan women deny him his birthright. So, he has now decided he is going to tear up his father's marriage to Brooke, because if you are a true B&B fan, you would know that Brooke and Taylor have been at it for years, going back and forth, fighting for Ridge's love and affection, while in the middle was young Phoebe, Steffi, and Thomas, who suffered so much because their father was an absentee dad, in and out of their lives, leaving them for his love, Mrs. Brooke Logan. Right after Thomas left, who walks in the door? None other than Hope and Liam. Soon after, their mother fills them in on the details of Thomas and what his intentions were, when Douglas came home early from a party, shaken and very upset. After talking with the young lad, they discovered that he indeed had seen his father, Thomas, when he was in the home earlier, and he was very upset with Douglas and how he behaved and lack of loyalties, shall we say. Needless to say, Hope, Liam, and Brooke are hell-bent on keeping Thomas away from Douglas and protecting Douglas from his father, who, as we all saw today, has not forgiven anyone. Not Douglas. He hasn't forgiven Brooke. And he has not forgiven anybody who is standing in the way of what he wants. The only thing that really got Thomas out of Brooke's house, to be honest, unbeknownst to her, was a phone call he received from his friend Vinny, who was hanging out at the bikini bar with his friend Danny, when he got a juicy piece of information that he thought could help Thomas. Thomas went over to the bikini bar and quickly discovered that, indeed, Vinny had stumbled across some crucial information centering around Danny, the bartender, who was also a part-time model for Forrester Creations. Now, Thomas is, yes, indeed, back up to his old tricks again, because he has asked Danny to call his stepmother and tell her that his father left his belt to come retrieve it, only with the truest of intentions to tell her or to implant in her mind that Ridge slept with another blonde. It wasn't her, and it wasn't a Logan. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Will Thomas succeed in his war against Brooke? Or will Brooke come out the victor? Ruth, what do you think about today's episode?
Honestly, I think Thomas is really going overboard. Like, if you want the Logans and your family to forgive you, then this is not it. Like, you need to be doing something that, like, you want them to forgive you for. Like, not hurting the Logans more is just not going to help them forgive you. It's just not. And also, I think Shauna's going a little overboard on Ridge.
Stalker!
She's getting too close and she knows it's not her place.
Stalker!
And Ridge needs to know how to put someone in her place, but he just don't want to right now.
Ridge is very flattered because she's a very beautiful woman.
And he needs someone to talk to about everything. So, that's my opinion.
In my opinion on today's episode, I was just floored. I was floored. First of all, it's just really a very sticky, ugly situation because the characters in soap opera, they're always just compiled the way that the families are. So it's so messy when things go down, like right now. So, should Thomas see his son? I think he should, but supervised. He needs supervised visits with his son. Do I think that Thomas went overboard? I think Thomas needs therapy. Basically, from what he's saying, he has deeply rooted issues with Brooke dating back to his mother's feud with Brooke. And as we know, he needs to go see a psychiatrist, not his mother, because she does not offer an unbiased opinion in any of this. Why? Because she's his mom. Now, I agree with Rue wholeheartedly. Shauna is going overboard. She's straight MCM and Ridge. Yes, Man Crush Monday she's so in love with him, but she doesn't know anything about him. She's just swept up in the awe that he's rich, he's famous, he's powerful, and that he was able to use his power and authority to help her daughter when no one else could. And maybe for a woman like Shauna, there's no price that one would pay to repay someone who could give you such a gift. But I think that she is putting her daughter ultimately in harm's way again, because how is she going to reunite with her family, even if she does get some forgiveness, if you still her aunt's husband? And that's my thought on today. I also think that it's wrong because, and I'm going to say this, and I'm talking about Thomas and what his real intentions are. Because right now, if he's not going after Hope, what is Thomas going for? He's after Forrester Creations. Who is at the top of Forrester Creations currently? The CEOs are currently Ridge and Steffi. So, either they're going to have 3 CEOs or someone's getting the boot, or they're going to do a revamp at the top and put Thomas at the helm. I don't think that's a good idea, and I don't think Steffi should lose her spot as CEO because she's in grief, because ultimately Thomas had a lot to do with that. So for him to dethrone her would literally be a slap in her face. So I think that Ridge needs to buckle down and get Thomas some real help before trying to insert him into any type of authoritative figure, including being the sole guardian of his own son, Douglas, because Thomas is very unstable right now. Now, without further ado, it's spoilers time! So if you do not like to know what's going to happen in the upcoming show, fast forward a little bit. But if you do, Rue has got a treat for you.
Bill wants Shauna to steer clear of the lone women. And Thomas manipulates Danny into giving Brooke shocking news that will ruin her marriage.
Based on today's episode, we know exactly what that shocking news is going to be. And I don't think Bill knows Shauna well enough to tell her to stay away from anyone. But hey, this is Dollar Bill Spencer we're talking about here. And he does what he wants when he wants because he can. With that being said, don't forget to tune in weekdays on CBS for more of Bold and the Beautiful. If you like our video, don't forget to like and subscribe.